Love that. Well, it's nice to see you again, man. How you been?
I've been good. I've been doing these theater shows, and
Uh,
we're only doing 8 of them in the U.S., but I think the one tonight is going to be pretty special. I always love coming to the Bay Area, as you know. I've spoken about
yo,
that many times.
yes you have. Yes you have. And I love the fact that you love Bay Area music as much as you do. Like I don't like I'm a big Bay Area music fan, and when you were at Poptopia a few years ago, you jumped on stage, you started name dropping Keek the Sneak. You were talking about Trax a Million, who unfortunately passed
Yeah, he just
away,
passed.
and
I was reading that a while back. I rest in peace to him. I just read that. It's but you know the great thing about music is that it lives on forever. And what's great about things that Trax a Million has produced, and he produced a lot for Keek, amongst U40, etc. And the music still lives on. Not only lives on, but still sounds fresh and is playable on radio, just like Feeling Myself by Mac Dre is still easily can be thrown into a rotation. And it just, there's something about, I can't say it enough, there's something about Bay Area music that just is forever, it's ageless.
absolutely, man, absolutely. Look, the Bay loves you. We love you. We appreciate the fact that you chose to come to the Bay Area as one of those 8 shows. What's the difference between, like, obviously there's a lot of more instruments and everything like that, but what's the biggest difference for you being on stage with a group like that rather than just doing like your regular tours and everything like that?
Well, I always feel like there's a lot of pressure on me and me only to entertain when I'm just up there by myself. When I got the band behind me and I got the lights and I got the little backdrop, it's more of it takes the pressure off of me because it's a little bit more of a vibe, I think. And what's so different uh, playing theaters versus arenas and the amphitheaters, I think we played the Shoreline a couple times. What's the biggest difference is that in the theaters you can really see and feel everyone's reaction to every song that you do. It's right in front of your face. So I look forward to that most of all. Not that I dislike playing arenas, but we're going to do those next year. This is just the one-off theater run, the one-night only tour. And I have a feeling that the Bay Area is going to turn up the most for us.
Of course, man. The Bay loves you, Charlie. They love you. The album, by the way, the album is fire, Charlie. Super dope. I love the songs. A lot of, you got the collaboration with Jungkook of BTS, of course. I'm sure that was an experience working with him. I mean, we got what's up?
It definitely was an experience. It's I said this a couple times, but it's really crazy how two people that don't speak each other's language can communicate seamlessly through melody and music. And I felt like I knew the guy after just moments of meeting him in person.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, like, I mean, you're in the Bay for a night. You're riding around. What's your? Do you have a favorite place you like to eat
In the
out here?
Lexus,
Yeah.
the
Like,
LS4, I'm gonna go rent a '93 LS400.
you're hilarious.
I'm gonna burn a bunch of CDs and sell them in the
Yo,
back of my trunk. I was telling somebody was telling me something the other day about I went to Berkeley College of Music, not Berkeley in California, obviously
yeah.
Berkeley in Massachusetts, and they were asking me about TikTok and do you have to, as a newer artist or someone who wants to break into the industry, do you have to cater your music to TikTok? And the answer is no. And I'll say it on your show because it'll reach out to more people who are aspiring musicians and acts. You shouldn't cater your music to any platform. You should cater the music to yourself, and the platform will follow. And I brought up the example of Too Short Baby selling CDs and tapes out of his I think he said
Yes,
a
sir.
Camaro or something.
Yeah.
That was his version of TikTok in the Bay. He would push all those CDs and tapes out of his car. And he sold millions of copies by doing that. It's incredible.
Word. Another thing about Too Short, what he would do is he would get the names of different people that were in those neighborhoods, and he would put their names in those songs that would incline them more
Wow.
to play it on their car while they're driving around with their slap in the trunk. You know what I mean?
Wow. That is it's mass personalization. It's a smart business technique.
I mean, you do the same thing technically with your TikToks now. Like, you'll take a sound that somebody creates, and then you'll produce the whole thing, and next thing you know, you got these tracks coming out.
Yeah, well, I do that also to make the point, to really drive the point home that anything can be made into music. And I think when people know that anything, truly anything, even if it's not a musical instrument, if anything can be made into music, then what's stopping them from making the next banger that could be played on 997? You know what I mean? Like, it's what Soulja Boy made Crank That in his mom's basement on some crack software, and it was the biggest song in 2007. So I'm just like, it can be a little gimmicky sometimes. What's the note of the wind? But I do it on purpose because it's really not about me at the end of the day. It's about inspiring the next generation. I really want to show everyone that anything is made in the music and that they're capable of putting their feelings into some melody and beats.
For sure. The fact that you mentioned LS400, and you mentioned burn CDs, bro, like, I need to know, like, are you sitting at the house watching Sideshow DVDs? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
How you getting all this content?
No Sideshow DVDs, but Sideshow footage, that was taken off video cameras, like Sony HD 2007 cameras, and I like, that's how I learned about Bay Area culture, was seeing Super Hyphy music video on YouTube in 2006, and finding out about the Federation and Mac Dre, and just I grew up in New Jersey, but the music culture that I was exposed to was more New York, and I was just always so fascinated with how different sonically the New York palette was than it was out west. Both great genres, but I always loved to find the differences.
Word. Look, I got a little challenge for you. Whenever you feel like doing it, if it's a year from now, if it's like 20 minutes after we stop talking, well, when you're off the stage or something like that, I need a Charlie Puth, Bay Area hyphy inspired type beat or something like that on TikTok, bro.
Do you know what song I'm starting with? I'll do the beat, and I'll do the, you know what? That's a good idea. I'll do that TikTok right after this, and I really will. But now I'm blanking. Don't let me blank on the name. It's off Get In Where You Fit In. Too Short. What's the song that goes? Quincy Jones's son produced it. It's called Just Another Day by Too Short.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite records, and it doesn't sound old. It doesn't sound like it came out over 20 years ago.
That's crazy, man. That's what's up. I'm looking forward to it, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I know the Bay, happy they got you out here tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't try to try to surround you when you leave.
Yeah.
When you leave.
Yeah. I try and I have anywhere else I try and run out right away, but I always love showing love up close and personal to my Bay Area fans. But lately it's been becoming by the thousands of people waiting outside. But hopefully it's manageable, because I do love meeting all of y'all.
Yeah, man. Like, I follow along on Twitter. They're like, he's over here, he's over there. This is where he's at. Like, it's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy. They love you out here.
They're keeping tabs on me. But it's a compliment. I take it as a compliment.
Absolutely, bro. Look, I know you got this big show tonight. I know you got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I got to warm up, man.
Word. I appreciate your time, and I want to apologize. The first time we met years ago, it was right after the Megan AMAs thing, and I walked up. I was like, bro, why you kiss my girl? You remember that? That was a long time ago.
Bro, that was you?
And I'm huge, and it's like, I felt like I scared you.
Oh, man. Well, listen, I do remember that. If I had gotten to know, I think you know what's funny? I think we got to know each other maybe like a couple weeks later, because that's when I went on the little promo run. But in 2015, I was just getting started. Mind you, I was just going to be the songwriter. I didn't know that I was going to become the artist, and that I was going to have all this fame and attention. So you probably caught me at the very pinnacle of the moment of me discovering that I was a known guy, but
Yeah.
it's love now. We're having a
Okay,
little
word,
we're
word.
having
I'm
a
happy.
conversation.
Word. Okay, I'm happy as love. I was like, for the longest, I was like, yo, Charlie Puth don't like me.
No,
He
that's
don't
not.
like me.
No, opposite. I've never met anyone in the Bay Area I didn't like.
Word. The Bay Area loves you, dude. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. A message for your fans in the Bay before we wrap this up.
Yay!
Ha! See? There we go. Right, right.
Uh-huh.
Yo, that was lit. That was hella lit. Bro, you're crazy. That's so dope.
I appreciate the culture, and I'm inspired by you and everyone there, man.